Hello everyone. We are looking to play some more No Man's Sky tonight. Thanks for joining. And No Man's Sky has this issue where the menu appears in weird places sometimes. Alright. And I think I have an audio issue. I might have to restart here. Let me check the desktop. Alright, so we should be live. Bear with me here. Alright, so I think we're good. Okay. Sorry about the little issue getting started with audio. Let's now hop into the game. I did in fact try to have this all ready and just overlook the audio. Alright, so here we are. We're going to continue the normal game that we've been playing. And back into the loading screen. At least now it's properly facing forward. So the focus of the last stream was correcting my mistake from the previous stream. So now we're just going to be kind of making some steady forward progress. And yeah, so this is where I left off inside here. So we have to locate the hollow terminus. And when I was here last, it was full here, and now it's empty. Alright. So there we are, we're out. Where is the hollow terminus? We will hollow terminus detected. Where is it detected? Over there. All right. Now I'll just tip down and hope to... See, it doesn't always grab onto these icons for some reason. Yeah, I don't know why. Just a little bit of a detection issue. All right, here we go. So you get the great ambient sounds when you're in space. You get this great visualization of approaching a planet, entering the atmosphere. We'll do a little rotate here. time will park at this hollow terminus. Let's see how fast I can approach. There we go. So when your hands are nice and dry, the Next controllers work really well. But once they start getting, oops, look down. Once they start getting sweaty, then you start having grip issues. All right, dihydrogen jelly, and then this ion battery. All right. So again, it's always good to look in those crates, especially this early on in the game. At some point, it really won't matter, but all right. Hollow terminus activated. Multiple signal sources available. I don't know what the heck this blue... Oh, this is this blue dot thing. The tower hosts a powerful transmitter. Let's tune it to Apollo, because that was the name that we had heard. And it's opening. Signal match detected. And look at this. Apollo. Strange head. The transmission is silent. The stranger just stares at me. Do I just stare back at them or do I greet them? I'll try to greet them. Identify yourself or I end this call. I will say I am a friend of Artemis. No, you're not. Let me, so they want me to argue or ask why. So I'm going to ask why. Why do you use that word at all? Friend, it is just a label, a pretense to make you feel better about being alone. Why are you contacting me anyway? Is Artemis behind this? I haven't changed my mind. I don't care about their weird dreams. I'll meet if I'm paid to meet. Even this conversation is a waste of valuable time. I will say, Artemis is in trouble. So they attempted to use a portal and became stranded on a distant and uncharted world, disappearing from the network. So that certainly bothers Apollo. So he wants to see the data logs. There you go, boss. So these noises, they sound like the echo of Sentinel events. You've seen them before, of course. Drones that appear from nowhere if you interfere with their precious planets. But this data, it's distorted, inverted. There's a lot to gain if we figure out how the Sentinels appear so quickly. And this, the portals, perhaps they're the key. Well, sure, let's go for it. So what do you say? Do you want to work together on this? Be partners? Absolutely, guy. Let's do this. So we need to expand your base of operations. I'll send you a contact. They'll supply you with what you need. Just remember to be polite. No problem. Okay. Locate Apollo's contact. So I guess I'm going to have to scan. Oh, I've scanned that guy before. Whoops. Come on. All right. So now my next task is to go to the galaxy map, which means that I have to leave the planet. Is there anything I should do here? Let me just get a save in. Let me just see if I can find anything worth scanning or keeping. And I will get this dihydrogen crystals. All right, let's kill that guy before he kills me. All right. Oh, unidentified mineral. Silver. Alright, charge depleted. Let's... and this is only cobalt, so I don't know if I'll be able to pick up the cobalt. Yes, okay. I don't need marrow bulb. Okay, I've already seen these guys before. So that natural burial site. Where is 650? What's this one? 920. What's this? 419. So there's a bunch of these natural burial sites. And this has ancient bones on it. So what we're probably looking at here is some ancient bones being buried. So let's actually check this out, because this could be lucrative. Ancient bones can be really valuable. And while I'm on my way, just get more of these guys. And you might not like seeing the display here, but it does help me orient which direction I have to be facing for my controllers to work best in this game. They just have some weird quirks that if you aren't facing forward, things don't work quite as well. Alright, so where is it? Where did it go? So that's, 614. That's not the one. Wasn't there another one that was closer? 616, 437. So let's go over to this one. All right. Again, teleporting is just going to be much faster than me trying to run across the ground in VR. So I apologize for the break in immersion. It's just about 1,000 times more productive. Again, there are like rockets that you can have, but unfortunately in VR you can't use them to move as fast as you would like. All right, so here we are. And what we need to do is dig. So here we go. I want to actually see this thing if I can. Yeah, so it's not, there we go. Trying to figure out how to control the size. All right. So my inventory is full. Got it. I will address that in a second. The silver didn't go over here. Okay, so we'll just drop the silver. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. All right, so ancient bones. We got chip bone fragments worth 103,000 units. So that's pretty good. So there's more here. Inventory full. So since I already have 100,000 units on the first one, that's decent. And I am dying slowly but surely. So let's just get underground. Is it stabilized, I think? Yeah, so I won't lose any more for my protection. But let's see if there's anything else I can ditch. The rust. Let's just ditch the rust. PCM and cobalt. Oh, so this... so the defense chit. So here we go. This is a great example of when you want to use cargo. So now I can squeeze this 5, which is maxed out, and this one, and it doubled how many I can fit. So that just gave me one free slot in here. And that's where you'd also want to use like navigation data or the dihydrogen jelly. And it's probably just whichever one is closest to being full that you would want to put over there. So let me also do this and then move the hydrogen jelly over there. And that'll just help make sure that we don't run out of space. Again, this infra knife, I don't think I really want to use it, and it's worthless. So I'm just gonna drop it for 60 units. It's not worth it. This life support module. Yeah, I don't want to bother with it right now. So now we can go back. And we got imperfect skeletal fragments. And what is imperfect skeletal fragments worth? If I could find it. 64. So you could see that the first one I got was 100,000. This one is 64,000. So they vary. It's kind of like actually hunting for stuff. And so now we're going to see if we can't find some more. That's 581. What's this? 469. What's that? What's that back there? What is it? Come on. Come on. Wish I could point at it, but I can't. There's always something in the way. What is it? It said 400 something? Yeah, it's a little bit away. So let's just go over here. Now it's 570. Yeah, this one's closer. And again, a lot of times you would just pick up what you see along the way. I'm just going to keep rolling. I will get this berry technology because it's literally right on my way. Salvage data. All right, so I am going to die if I don't get there fast. So let's get moving. All right, so there's a clump of 3 here, which is fantastic. All right. And my first goal was to just get underneath. So I stopped dying. And now, let me just see what I have for inventory. Come on, let's go inventory. Okay, silica powder, I can just ditch this. And what we'll aim to do is keep the most valuable of these instead of just keeping all of them. Because some of them could be pretty worthless, relatively speaking. All right, and then there was one more. Where was it? Over here. We're looking. I can get up there, can I? What just happened? I just spun around for some reason. All right, so it's saying inventory full. So now it's like you take your chance at throwing away the one that's worth the least to you. I could get rid of the nitrogen, which I don't have a lot of and isn't really worth a lot. And there's silicate powder creeping back in. So let's get rid of that. Let's grab this guy, and let's check and see what it's worth. 80. So we have a 60, 70, 70, 80, and 100. So this is a great planet to farm on. This is how you're going to be able to get a lot of units quick. So let's charge up my hazard protection. All right. Okay, so I need ferrite dust to charge the terrain manipulator, which means I should not use it. All right. And so I am slowly losing protection here, so we'll just get going. There's some crates. Come on, look down. That's a little weird. All right, condensed carbon. Yep, don't worry, we will be gone by dawn. Oh, something that I can do here is save and chart. So that counts as a save, and it says that I discovered that, which isn't really a big deal, just a marker. All right. So we're healed back up. We have some money. And yeah, so they want me to install this upgrade module, but because I'm out of storage, I don't want to do that right now. I do want to go and sell these bones that I just picked up at the space station. Which is right there. And I should charge up the pulse. And let us sell this for some profit. Okay, sell. So they're not giving me a great exchange rate for them, but I will happily take all the money. So let's go back up. Let's sell the rust. Come on. Find the rest of these items. 65. And look at that. The chip bone fragments down 10%. So that's obviously a little frustrating when that happens. All right. So now we have 1.6 mil. I'd say that's a pretty good turnout. And is there anything I want to buy here? So, you know, it's not bad to oops, that thing was about to buy stuff. I gotta be careful with my thumbstick. So yeah, you could buy ferrite dust here, some simple things so that you don't have to worry about them. I don't really want to buy anything because I'm working on saving up money. Let's just see what the heck we have for the missions. It is a good idea as you actually complete missions. Just keep on looking for more and more. So hunt low-level pirates. Gosh, do I want to do that? I don't know if I want to bother doing that just now. While being a pirate hunter sounds a lot of fun, it does mean I'm putting my ship and my resources at risk. So I don't want to do it just yet, but we'll... And obviously the Sentinels I'm not interested in doing, so we'll... Whoops. It opened up over it. I didn't see that. My apologies. It wasn't like that when I started, I don't think. I don't know what happened. Let's get this off the screen. There we go. Apologies. I don't think I noticed that before. All right, so I'm not going to do any of these. We're going to skip out. And we now have a planet where we can generate money. So that's important. At this stage, it is important to be able to make chunks of money like that. So let me move some of these items over here. Let's move this here. This over here. Come on. There, this up there. All right, so there are defense chits and defense chits. So let's merge these. Actually, I want them, I do want these all up on my starship, ideally. Keep them out of my local inventory. It's definitely a smart move. Okay, now I'm just going to do a little organizing to put some items in here that I normally might store. All right. Oh, these go up top. I have more of those, right? These. Oh, there's these. Okay. I knew I had more. Microprocessor. And then it's just a matter of like helping keep an eye on like what you actually have. So here's the battery. That's the other one I should have looked for. All right. So we can do this. Okay. All right, so a little bit of organization there. And now we have to locate their contact. Okay, I'm now a tycoon. That's great. We have to go to the galaxy map, but before I do, what location am I in? Oh, stars, all right. Let's go and find them on the galaxy map. I probably should have done this before I had gone in. Because if this sends me to that same, yep, sends me to Tum. Okay. Okay, so let's leave. Let's turn around. And let's go back in. Okay. I didn't want to assume that that's where I had to go, but it seems like you're always sent to the same destination system, which is... Oh, jeez. Why did that happen? That's not where I teleported to. Alright. Let's go to Tums. And I probably could have just checked for that icon right there. That's the only way you're going to know where you have to go. So we can get money from that one planet, which is good. Yep, I just did discover this. Let's just go over. So now we're finally doing our base building. So remember how they were always saying, hey, do you want me to help you out? I can help you build your base. Well, now we're actually going to start the process. So he can update both my base and exosuit. Where's my base? What sort of hazard protection meets your needs? So I honestly don't even remember, but it doesn't matter because he's just going to help me out with one of these protections. Since we just came from that planet and we need heat protection, that as our source of revenue, that's a good one. So let's get that. All right, I got a bunch of blueprints. Sorry, it was probably a little hard to see. So now it wants me to return to my base. So let's just check inventory really quick. So yeah, I think I just got this thermal protection module. I think I got more salvage data because it maxed out at 15 up here. So that's good. Now I can actually potentially get something of use at the market. So let's talk to this guy. Oh, he's gonna expand my base. Okay, so I can't, even though I have this guy helping me out. This guy, I can't point, helping me out building my base. I can't yet go onto the construction terminal. But at some point, I'll come across someone like him that will help me with my construction terminal. And it's probably one of the very first terminals to build. There's several terminals that we'll end up building. I already got this right. Okay. I am not going to scrap anything. This is where you could scrap your ship. But I only have the one ship. Yes, they want me to go to the teleporter. Okay, let's do that. And I forget which one I consider what was that? Aichu was my first one. I forget. I so forget. Oh, now that I say that, there might be a way for me to figure it out. If I was the one that discovered those systems, yes, it is. The order is, and I just got another blueprint. The order is captured in your discoveries. Let's see if I can. How did we get back? Yeah, there we go. So this list of systems starts from the first one that you went to, or the first one that was ever discovered. So you see this one says discovered by Alpha. This one was discovered by someone else. This one was discovered by someone else. This one, and this one. So all of those systems that I've been to were already discovered by other people. So this is a new occurrence in this game. Originally when I started, I discovered all of my systems. They were all unknown, but there's so many people now playing the game that apparently this is going to be a likely thing, that you come in and systems are discovered by other people. I don't know statistically how likely that is, but yeah. So what can you do when you're the one that discovers it? Well, you can name it. things like that. And you obviously get your name put on it. So here we are on Moga. And if I go back, so I can just say like upload all pending discoveries, which is a great way to get units. So let's just do that. Or nanites. So I got 346, which isn't too many, but some is better than nothing. All right. Another. So expand and staff your new home. Access the mission log. Let's go into the mission log. And I don't know what they want me to do here. Oh, select expanding the base. Expanding the base. There we go. Build this construction terminal. All right, so I need to make more room here. So let me make sure I can actually do that. Come over here. And I want to build. And we just want to build structures, wooden, floor. And we're just going to build a 4x4 here. All right, so now that we've done that, we want to build wooden walls. This is having trouble. Okay, come on. A little weird. I don't know why it's having issues aligning. Something weird is going on. It's not snapping for some reason. So, and I honestly don't know why it's not snapping. It's kind of broken. Yeah. Yep, I got it. I need to figure out why this isn't snapping. Okay. Snap. And then delete. Delete. Okay. Snap. And I think this one. So no, there we go. Snapped. Okay, so now wooden ceiling. I chose the ceiling, the roof. Cannot build missing components. I need ferrite dust. All right. So let's go get us some ferrite dust. Oops, change the mode. Okay, I got 30 there. So I want to get enough that I don't have to come back here 5 times. Okay, pure ferrite, not good. Ferrite dust on the small rocks. Okay. And over time, resources like this will reappear. Not necessarily the same. Certain ones, I think, do reappear consistently, but in general, it's going to be a little bit more random. Maybe they do it by saying, like, this is a hot spot area where these things come back at, but they do not. They do not generally spawn in a extremely predictable location. All right, so I need one more wall. Let's build the wall. Okay, the wall is built. Now let's build the roof. And I chose the wrong item again. One roof. Two roofs. There we go. All right, and I'm kind of stuck on the inside until I have to choose it, don't I? All right, so this. There we go. And I really don't need this wall either. Okay. So now I have a bigger place, just like that. And now I have room to build this specialist terminal construction. And we're just going to try and line it up right here. Can I build missing components? What am I missing? Pure ferrite. All right, so I need to make pure ferrite. Let's go in. Okay. Ferrite dust. Pure ferrite, and I don't know how many I needed. How many did I need? 25. Okay, so let's let that run out, and then let's just... Okay. As close as I could to being perfect on that. Okay, oops. Now... It's a little sketchy on how they show it. When it's green, that means you can put it there. When it's red, you can't. I have absolutely no idea what's going on with... Oh! It's clipping the ceiling. I just noticed that. I don't know if that's normal, though. The very first time I played this game, I built everything outside. But we don't need to have it inside, but it is easier to avoid the environmental hazards when you're building inside. All right, so one of the other things that I was hoping to build at some point was a solar panel, and I can build a solar panel now. So let's do that, El Pronto-ish. All right, so I need one metal plating. So let's get out of there. Oops, let's go in here. Let's build one metal plating. Let's analyze these geodes so I free up a space. And now let's build a solar panel and put it right there. Awesome. The next thing I will need to build is a battery, and I need magnetized ferrite. I need 60 magnetized ferrite. This biofuel reactor is essentially garbage. What do I got to do to get rid of that? I never know. I need to get rid of you, so I need to go to build. Delete. All right, gone. Thank you. Let's go to electrical wire. Oops, electrical wire. Let's delete that one. Let's delete this one. Hello. Thank you. And then from there to there. So now we've connected these, and as you can see, this has come to life immediately because the solar panel is getting power from the sun. But what we need to do is build this battery. So I need 60 magnetized ferrite. So I'm going to have to make magnetized ferrite. And we're going to come here. And I'm guessing if I put pure ferrite, we will get magnetized. And I think I needed 60. So let's just get this over with. Although I might end up running out of inventory room. We'll see if we can't solve that. All right, so yeah, and you can see now that there's exosuit high capacity inventory, starship, and this container. So the container is getting power right now, but the second that I lose power, I won't be able to get into it. So kind of important not to screw up just yet. All right, so let's just make a few of these. All right, come over here, put this back, move this over, magnetize ferrite. All right, there we go. So now we should have the 60 magnetized ferrite to be able to build a battery, and we'll just put it right next. Oh, can't build too close. There we go. And now electrical wire, electrical wire from here to here. And there we go. We have our first long-term capability of powering stuff. Ideally, you want to get dozens of those batteries going and dozens of the solar panels. So we're going to start adding in more of these. Why didn't that work? Solar panel. So, I need one more chromatic metal. All right, so I don't have enough to make another one. But at the very least, while I have sunlight, I can teleport off of this planet for free. And this is saying that this battery is depleted. It's just because I'm using up all the power to do everything here. Now, since we get our first chance, this is how many items we could store. We could store 20 things here. So we can just quickly store some items that we don't think we need. Phosphorus, Fecium. And now we've lost access because we don't have battery, which is fine. I'm glad I did that just in time, just to show off what it looks like. When the sun comes back, we'll have more time to play with that. All right, so I need to go back to the base. So ideally, I could have caught that terminal or caught the portal and just portaled back up to the space station, because you just go directly there. But I ran out of time because I was too busy chatting on stuff. So I think I will probably just fly up and get it over with, because it does take it takes a little too long to wait for the day to come back. It's not super fast like you would hope. All right, let's get up off the ground. Oh, let me do a quick save. And now let's get off. All right. Yeah, so let me just go back in here. Expanding. So I have to go to the space station. Oh, and this guy wants to trade. So let's see what he's got. This might not be worth it, This is a new feature of the game that just came out a few months ago. The communicator image is spot on. They need repair, so offer to repair. Okay. All right. So I repaired their ship, and they gave me, 2 Korvac standing and some nanites. That is appreciated. I'll take it. And so if you just warp through space for a little while, that will eventually show up. So give me 1 second. I am home, spawn new window, switch window, getting my chat working again. All right, and let me do Windows settings. I always forget to get my chat going. And that's that. All right, so apologies for that. Now we are still heading towards seeing this potential overseer recruit. And I don't think there's any, you just hire them. It's not like you rate them and do anything complicated like that. You just accept the first recruit. Maybe you don't have to, but it's not like something's going to change and you're going to get a better person or get more rewards or anything like that. I wouldn't mind if they changed that. So, maybe be like maybe there's a rating like, oh, this guy is a C class overseer and there's a B class and there's an A class. But for right now, you just accept them when you talk to them. And I can't get that. Hey there, little guy. So you can see that it's a different person than the person I'd seen before. So he's helping me he showed me a vision, and he promises to do the right thing. All right, so I'm going to hire this guy. And when I go back home, he'll be in my base. So now that I've I've already visited this guy. And I'm guessing this guy wants to be hired as a weapons. Yep. So he does exocraft. And so there's an exocraft technician I need to have, but unfortunately that's for later in the game. Okay. So that has been finished. And now we can do what? Let's go back to the log, return to the overseer. So let's see if they will let me teleport to my base. So now we're going to start using this as a real teleporter. So it only shows 3, so I can't even filter. All right. So this is my base right here. So this is saying I can teleport to my base. Some of those are space stations. Some of them are your bases. And there's one more other type, I think. I can't think of it right now. All right, so there I was. Even though you'll notice I had no power, I was able to transport home. My hands are starting to get sweaty. So here he is, Manager Ketty. So let's talk to him. You have so much to learn, so much to see. Take this glass and let starlight flood into our jolly home. I'll take a glass. We're drinking already, boys. All right, so there it is. I now know the formula for glass. And it unfortunately requires frost crystals, which pretty much means I need to go to a frozen world. So in these formulas that you get, they will give you, you know, ways to create them or find them. So you can refine it from silicate powder, which is easy to find. That's the right way to make this stuff. So we're going to not worry about that. And what else are we doing here? Okay. Everything pours through glass in the end, but there's time enough for that. There are other things we have to do. If you prepare chromatic metal, I will use it to calibrate a science terminal. All right, so now we're going to build a science terminal, and I need to get enough chromatic metal. So now I'm going to accept a mission to do this. All right. Collect chromatic metal. How much do I need? You going to tell me? Oh, it just showed up. Oh, so it says I got it. All right, so I got enough of it. So let's talk to him. Do I have it? Oh, it said, I thought it gave me a green check mark saying I was done with it. Yeah, return to the overseer. So I had to wait for this return to the overseer thing to pop up. Now I can talk to him. It's a little glitchy like that. That's a little unfortunate. All right, so I can give him that chromatic metal. And this is probably a better use of that chromatic metal than building more stuff. So we'll keep on progressing this. All right, so now to build the science terminal, I need a whole lot more chromatic metal. So let's see what's next here. I think he's going to say something else. Make your way to an abandoned structure and harvest the data. Then he'll make a storage container plan. All right. Okay, so let's take this mission to go find a storage container plan. And, you know, they gave me this mission to... oh, let's go back and search the base archives. I forgot about this. So if there's anything more in here. Search construction database. Save point. All right, so now I can build a save point, which is important. Okay. All right. And now let's get more archives. My exosuit has directed me to a crashed starship. Controls react to my touch. I can only assume it belongs to me. No memory of it, no sense of it before. Readable archive retrieval complete. So they're going to read another segment, which will take another day to extract. All right, so now they want to have me build the save point, but I don't know if it's worth it right now. Yeah, I probably should. So let me... Portable save point. I need 2 metal plating. All right. Oops. Okay. Now I can build my save point, and you can build it inside or outside. You just grab it, and you've saved, just like that, and then you put it in your inventory like that, and now it's using up one of my inventory slots. And you can see it's only worth 2 units, so it's not worth a lot. It just costs you little resources to make them. So now let's do a little organization. This guy needs to go up. So thermal protection module. Let's install this. Oh, I just made a mistake. I can't cancel, can I? Awesome, I can cancel. And the reason why I canceled is I would make it permanently stuck in a spot, I think. It would be stuck here forever and I couldn't get rid of it because I'm just concerned about how many slots I have here. I don't want to lock it in just yet, but eventually we'll use that upgrade unit. And it just installs. You might have to feed it some resources, but I don't think so. I think you just install it. All right. So let's go back to the missions. Waiting for additional data to be discovered. Build a science terminal. Expand your base. Search an abandoned building for data. So I have to find an abandoned building. I have no idea where I'm going to find an abandoned building. There it is. They were nice enough to give it to me right there. Oh, let me, before I fly, how far away is this? Oh, 1,000. Yeah, I'm not gonna skip to Maloo all the way over there. And of course, it doesn't look that far away. It takes a little time to get over there, so not worth doing. Land right in front. And so you start noticing these weird things that are outside. What the heck are these? Well, I'll tell you. There are things that we're going to avoid. They have hideous creatures ready to kill me. And so I'm not going to mess with them. We'll go over. And it says the wrong thing. I don't know why it says that. Forgotten terminal. But I am not going to do anything with these. I'm not going to disturb them at all. Because they will kill me. At this stage in the game. Let's search. Got a little oxygen. You can see that there's all sorts of goop, eggs all over. But fortunately, there are some free resources in here. This is a dictionary if it's working. I learned a Corvax word for 4. Okay. Let's go back here. Here's some more stuff. A research specimen. So I just got a new Corvax ranking because I examined that thing. Condensed carbon, and then this. All right, so we just got a bunch of stuff for free. That's awesome. And now we'll go use this terminal, this forgotten terminal. And there is apparently residual goop on it. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. User identified, terminal active, accessing schematics. So this is definitely long abandoned. The air is fetid and damp. I power up the terminal, but it does work. And now I analyze the schematics. Well, let's see if we got the right stuff. Return to the overseer. All right, so I think I got the right stuff. And they're telling me to head out. I'm going to just look around, see if there are other things for me to pick up here. And there are. All right. All right, we got some free items there. We will save and chart. And that is all we're going to do here. Nitinus Wildlands or whatever. All right, so they're sending me back home here. So we will just, we'll just get back in. Launch. Ooh-wee. All right, let's head on home. And there we go. Stuff is charged up. Okay, so I'm going to give them the data. There we go. So now we can build storage containers 1 through 9. Now, should we use the science terminal? Yes, let's go find a scientist. All right. So I think this is going to tell me to go find a scientist. Are you? Hire a base scientist. So it says it's in a space station, so we're just going to use our teleporter, and we're going to go to the US jars to see if they're there. And I'm going to presume that they're here, but I can always teleport back home. Fortunately, teleporting has 0 cost. So when you teleport your ship, your current ship comes with you, which is important to understand. And I don't know if I should be seeing someone. I've already visited this guy. Leave. Are you going to tell me that I need to go somewhere? Where am I going here? Okay, a base scientist, but recruit a Corvax scientist. Select scientific research. Oh, do I have to build it first? Did I just screw that up? Did I miss that? I don't know if I can build it, but let's just go back to my base. Which is here. On Atchu. Let's hope it's still daytime and I can do a quick in and out and warp back up to the space station. Alright, so build specialist terminals, science. Alright, so I need chromatic metal and magnetized ferrite. I need stuff. How am I going to find the chromatic metal? I don't know. I can't even remember where I get it. Where the heck do I get it? Let's go into here and go to the catalog, chromatic metal. All right, so let's process copper. If I have copper. Copper 135. And how much do I need? $40, so I should have enough. Oh, and what do I already have of chromatic metal? 9, so I need 31. All right. Let's load this up with copper. I need 30. Forgot the number I needed. We're going to double check. Okay, I need 10 more. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Better to be safe than sorry. 10 more. All right. That way you don't have any extra of anything. You're just making exactly what you need. And let's build it. Oh, and then I need one more item. So I need magnetized ferrite, 25. What do I have for magnetized ferrite? I have 157. And I have 1 magnetized ferrite. And what does rust become? Rust becomes ferrite dust. Let's just make that. So rust can be a little useful in this early game. It's kind of, so this ratio 1 to 2. So for each 1, you get 2 ferrite dust. We'll just convert it all. And now we have ferrite dust. And we'll put that away. And this is 2 to 1. So we will need 50 total. So let's go find that ferrite dust. Make another 25. Or 23, I think. Yep, I went past it. Actually, let's leave that. Do this. Do this. Where's pure ferrite? I just need to make 24. All right. Now, I can make the science terminal. All right. And once again, it's saying that the ceiling is blocking stuff. So let me just go outside and get this done. I tried to be cute by building inside, but I don't really, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. We can always move it. Nothing is set in stone. All right. Now recruit this scientist. Go back to the hire a base scientist. Okay. And so now, potential recruit will go back up. And so now you see that icon that tells me that's where I got to teleport. So I just saved myself a flight. So it's going to be much faster. And I also saved the launch resources. So voila. Oh, they're right there. Hey there, bud. So this is a Corvax. I am free to explore, free to pursue my passion for structural analysis. You have a base, a science terminal. Think of all. All right. They offer to join. Sure, boss. You can come on board. You got a spiffy outfit. All right. So now, return to my base. They're training you on using your teleporter. And this is why you want to have a teleport station at your base. Speeds everything up. So my process is get the teleport working, get a battery working, get solar panels working, and then you have the foundations of a base. Okay, so I'm back here. I'm just waiting for this to click over. Oh, I have to go outside. I forgot. So here he is. He warped here faster than me. All right, so let's request aid. Oh, wait. Do I want to request aid or do I want to welcome him? Let's request aid. I have no idea what this guy could do. Okay, so he gave me some blueprints. I have no need for these resources right now. Yeah, these are... At least I don't think, unless he's going to tell me to do something with them immediately. Harvest marrow bulb. All right, so now as you start to do these, they're going to mention, hey, I need this item to make these things, microprocessors and advanced refiners. And you have to start keeping track of where you find resources. So now you're going to have to start figuring out, okay, where did I see this resource? So they require marrow bulb and cobalt. Materials found underground. And then they'll craft these blueprints. So let's accept it. And let's just see if they tell us where to go. Let's go back inside to stay out of the heat. Return to space and contact Apollo is what it wants me to do next. Alright. So because I have to launch at least once, it doesn't matter if I do that now or later. But let's just see about, can I build any power stuff? I said power. Battery. 60 magnetized ferrite. Let's do that. 60 magnetized ferrite. Okay, so I don't have any magnetized ferrite, and it is 2-to-1, so I need to make 60 more. I think that's the exact number I needed there. Okay, 2-to-1. This will make 60. And it's using up my fuel, but carbon's easy to get anywhere. You just need to, convert plants. All right, so there we go. Now, let's go put down another... let go. Another battery. And I'm going to start building away from my... Okay, so build. Oh, and I'm not sure if I have all the resources, but I think I do. And we're just going to keep things kind of tight. We need wiring. There we go. So we've just set up 2 batteries. Obviously, we want to set up more solar panels as well. And we need 50 chromatic metal. So I don't know if I have that much copper to be able to convert that. How much copper do I have? What did I say, 50? I don't think it's 1-to-1 there. I think it's like 2-to-1. Yeah, 2-to-1. So let me hold on to the copper for now, and we'll try and do that at some point in the future. But the more batteries we have, the longer things will last. So the batteries are more important right now. The more solar panels you have, the faster it charges up. But right now, if I just keep on building batteries, that's smart. Because it'd be nice to get to a point where I can just constantly access my storage. Don't need this phosphorus. Don't need the goop. Don't need the Gek relic. I think that's it for now. All right. And what does it say on the usage? So you can see that it's counting down. So eventually it will run out of power. But we are on a mission to go to space and contact Apollo. So it doesn't matter if we fly up or what. So let's just have some fun and fly up. Or, we could go to the space station, and in the space station, all right. So there's Apollo. How's the base? Make sure you hire a few staff with it. What are units for? If not to assert dominance over your fellow life forms. But on to more important things. If you're going to work with me, your equipment needs to be in good condition. We can't have you dying out there. Not yet, at least. You can find nanite clusters scattered in abandoned buildings and other damaged machines. Ironic, really. The same structures the Sentinels destroyed will lead to their death. Trade these nanite clusters with merchants and space stations to get the technology you need. Gotcha. Take this personal force field. You're going to need it. Consider it my gift. I don't need a gift like that. Thank you. Yeah. So I think... Where is it? Am I missing something here? Did it just not show up yet? I'm confused. I don't know where it is. It's not this deflector shield. Anyway. So there is the space station. Let's go talk to this frigate. They've been following me forever, and we're gonna get into this now, I guess. So yeah, so they want me to install this. Install in the multi-tool. Yes, I really don't want to. Before I hit the ship. All right. So let's go into this, and we are going to see what it's like to be in a freighter. I don't think I've done this before. So this guy is following me because I saved them, I believe. And the captain is going to offer me their ship for free. And this is what a standard freighter docking area looks like. There are 9 spots for ships, and you can fit 6 ships of yours inside here. So you can own up to 6 ships. And we will eventually get there, but for now I only have the one, and it is the first ship you get in the game. So we just go this way, and we head towards the main deck. And we're going to talk to Commander Krovs. Commander Krovs. Welcome. I don't know what he's saying, but... He's the captain. Do they tire of the burden of ownership, I wonder? The responsibility for the life and livelihood of their crew must weigh heavy on their mind. They seem amenable to an offer. So, a freighter gives you access to a large inventory, a hangar bay to store multiple ships, and space in which to construct an orbital base. So, this is your first chance to get one of these for free. And it's, I think, the only chance that you get it for free. And by inventory, you can have those storage containers that I was building down on the planet. You can have them also present on your freighter. And so when you go into storage unit 0, the items that you'd see on the planet at your base are the same as the ones that you will see on your ship. They're just up to 10 inventory boxes, and you can share them in those 2 different locations. So let's offer to buy. Whoops. But we're going to leave. Oh, so he wants 5 million. So yeah, we're just going to leave. I couldn't even if I wanted to. So yeah. So we declined that, and hopefully we'll get an opportunity to get a better one. But if we just look around, what do they have here? It's kind of big. You can just kind of get lost in here potentially. But this is like their big open area. And when you first come in here, you'll notice, hey, they have some stuff that I can just take. So I got one item. And it's just a big empty room just to kind of show off, hey, you could use this sort of space for whatever you want. And what you could do here is you could actually build rooms and walls and that sort of stuff. But we're just going to head back out. And we're going to head back down to the docking bay. And you can go either direction here. It just brings you to a different staircase in here. So there's that view, which is pretty neat that you can have, 6 ships. But we're just going to head right out. We ain't taking your ship. You can see the cost of the ship by scanning it right here. You can see it says 5 million units, which I don't have. And that sort of thing. So, and then once you have a freighter, you can then associate with frigates, which are the small ships that you'll see outside, smaller ships, and you can actually land on those and get them to give you resources. They will regularly create resources for you. And then you also have the responsibility, you being the captain of their fleet, will have the ability to and responsibility to repair them if they ever get damaged. Which is kind of silly that the captain of the fleet has to personally fly over to their vessel and fix it. But don't worry about that. Not the end of the world. They got to do a little work. So, what are we doing? Let's see what we're doing here. They want us to install the personal force field. And so I don't have everything in here. I need to probably buy a wiring loom. And where do I buy wiring loom? At the space station. Come on. So you can't pulse jump when you're near a large ship or a planet, and eventually I'll get away from it and they'll let me pulse jump now. So just a little courtesy, quasi-semi-realistic, that you're not going to be jumping next to big ships. Okay, and we've been going for about an hour and a half with a few minutes of wasted time at the beginning. Back to Ustjars. Ustjars Terminus. Alright, let's get out of here before it hits me, and it still managed to hit me. Alright. So, yes. Alright, 54. I can spend that. Okay, we got it. And now I can just come into my inventory, come here, and now I can do that. Done. Collect nanites. Nanite-rich location detected. Alright, so raid abandoned buildings for nanites is next. Oh, I guess. Does it want me to go back to my home planet? Yeah. So why don't I just teleport? Because that looks like my home planet. Which I think it should tell me here. Yep. So let's just warp there. Again, this is the great thing about these teleporters. Just free and instantaneous transport without using resources in your ship. All right. And now is probably a good time to show off how to, on the fly, go and use the save point. So we made progress. There we go. We just saved it. And it says 2 hours. So yeah, we're going to fly over there anyway. Oops, not enough fuel. Back to this again. Launch fuel. Let's put one in. Whoops. And so typically what you do for anything that's beyond 30 seconds is you just leave the planet. And then pulse jump, and you'll get there much faster. Now, if you just want to kind of chill and take in the train, you're certainly welcome to do that. There's nothing wrong with chilling even more. And I don't know where the door is. Door is right here. That's good. All right. So it is hot outside. So let's go raid this building. All right. I feel like we were here before. Come on. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Look at that. Turn the light on, turn the light off. This little quirky thing that they added. There used to be in these a creature that would damage you from above, and I think they took him out because it was just a little surprising every time it happened. I could be wrong. Maybe it's in later parts of the game where they add that in. But I remember it just like, why did I just get damaged? And I'd look up and see this monster above me that's just kind of like a cloth, like a tentacle with claw or something on it. All right, so returning user identified, but how am I returning? Terminal is now active. All right. So, yeah, stuff is happening. Let's analyze the data log. Something that will aid me. All right, so I got 123 nanites. That's awesome. And here we are with all the natural burial sites. And if I find a close one, that says 500, 900, 600, 800. So I think that's 600, 552. This is going to be a ways back. What do I have for space in my inventory? I have some room if I can get there. Yeah, it's not going to be good to go into the caves. Go. $433. Okay, a little bit further. Okay, let's kill this thing. And what's that? Phosphorus, which I don't think I really need. Move. Okay, so here's one. Oops. Okay, got some bones. There we go. And now if I go into inventory and try and be quick. 79, 121, 554. There we go, 500,000. So when it's that purple color, you know that you got a good one. So let's drop the goop. I don't want to drop the silicate powder because I might need that to make something. And so it's holding a spot for me just in case. And where else can I go? 600. What are these distances? 900 down 580. All right. So they want me to go off-world for the next merchant. Gosh, there's nothing super close. It's one of the drawbacks of hunting for these is that you really do have to travel a bit of a distance. And my yes, there's 4. What is that? 244. Okay, let's go to 244. That's not too bad. Go up this giant hill / mountain. All right. We got a whole, well, I don't know how many we actually have here, but. Okay, so we've just probably maxed out our inventory. So now we got to start figuring out, is it worth, look at that, 111, 121. Time to ditch the silicate powder and take a chance. Oh, look at that, we got a rare item. Inventory is full again. This Corvex cube is 13,000, which I might need it. I might need it for the story. Nitrogen, though, probably not much use. Gosh. Okay, let's see what this guy is worth. Just a crumbling. Okay, and then we're at, what are the distances on these? 730, 820, 360. All right, so there's Nothing super close. And this last one that I got is worth what? 107. So this 79,000 one is the cheap one. And I made, look at that, 247, 500. So I made like $1 million or 1,000,000 units, not $1 million. All right. But 1 million is good. I only have 1.6 million right now, so that'll get me to 2.5. We're on our way to getting a better ship, which is probably the number one thing you want to spend this stuff on. In the story, they might have you spend it on something specific, but, and what's that distance down there? What is that? 231. Yeah, so I am going to need to charge up my hazard. Let's go down there. So I was right where I was before. Okay, so it just put in, because it just put in the silicate powder, I am, let's see if I can find this. What spot did it take up? Out of ferrite dust? What did it take up? Oh, I can put this over here. Here we go. Look down, grab this. Didn't get anything rare. I think it's just 100,000. So, yeah, we've done well on this trip. All right, so where is our ship again? This way, yep. And this is as good a time as any to farm some resources. Inventory's full, so I'm not getting the pure ferrite, but I am getting the carbon. So it's important to pay attention to that when you are using up your, it's at 36%. That's how much charge I have on my weapon. So you just don't want to waste it. That's all. If you're constantly maxed out on your inventory and you have no room to pick up what you're scanning, you're kind of wasting the resources to do stuff. And I'm watching that yellow bar and it turns red and then I let go. So I'm not getting the fecium, which is fine. I just want to get a bunch of the carbon. All right. Just got to get closer. Oops. Okay, so yeah, this is obviously very chill. What I'd like to try and do is really get a lot of carbon so I don't have to think about, oh, do I have enough carbon to do this next thing? I could just have a ton of carbon. Overheated because I wasn't paying attention. Alright. Go back in. Charge up my thermal protection with sodium, which is not super hard to come by. Okay, let's jump over here. Fortunately, I don't think we've reached a point in the game where the animals are attacking, because at night, I think that's when the predators tend to come out. I could be wrong. Maybe they're already activated, but I am glad that they're not attacking me. Okay, so, whoops, inventory. Sometimes you just can't remember which buttons you got to hit. So for carbon, we're up to 1882. We're a long ways from maxing this out. So I'm going to go over this pot of trees or plants, whatever you want to call them. I'd be getting a lot of facium right now. Let me see what's in my inventory if I can swap. Yeah, I think I moved facium off. So, dihydrogen. No, can't move anything there. Nothing is maxed out. And I'm nowhere near my ship to be able to put stuff in my ship, so. This is good. I can just scan this for a little while. Not the end of the world. But again, you want to take advantage of these opportunities early on in the game when you can afford to just stand here and scan these or convert these, farm these. And for any of the elements, you can have 10,000 of them. So there's no. I'm not going to be maxing any of them out anytime soon by scanning this stuff. Apparently, I wish I could get 10,000 instantly, but I do just want to have such a supply that I really don't have to think about it. Carbon is one of those things that you potentially just need for the rest of the game. So while you're not under attack this early in the game, it's a great time to scan stuff. All right, so we depleted it. Let's charge it up again with carbon. What do you know? So we're kind of self-sustaining this with more and more carbon. Alright. Keep scanning trees. We're also loading up on oxygen, which is also a very important resource to have. So we're not wasting our time here. And, you know, we're not getting a ton of resources. Like the secondary resource there is oxygen. You only get a few of them. You mostly get the number one resource. Okay, we're done with this. Let's put this back. You feel bad for deforesting these beautiful planets, but the resources do just come back. Just like the animals, you kill the animals, they just come back. So, not quite environmentally friendly, but you need to have some way to replenish resources. All right. So you see how this patch is just kind of giving me a lot of opportunity to get resources. And I'm just picking on one specific resource. I'm not even getting everything here. This is just like the big trees I'm going after and some of the small ones. How far am I, Mr. Yeet? So this is not my first playthrough, but we're still building up our base, and we are looking to get the multi-tool tech merchant, as you can see right there. So not very far along in the story. Still just doing base building. How are you, Mr. Yeet? Welcome. All right, so let's see how much resources I have, and I'll probably stop there because we've been doing this for a little bit, and I'm interested in selling off these all these bones, getting some money. So let's head on out. Again, in VR, it is just faster to teleport than try and walk. There's no jetpack movement that is... Oh, there was a... I don't know where it is. There was another base nearby, I think. Yeah, maybe I'm not going to be able to see it. As I was coming in here, there was another base nearby that I was going to stop at if it was right next to me, but I don't think it is. All right. So there we go. We're back in our ship. Let our protection go back up. And we will head off the planet. All right. We're off the planet. And now I just got to figure out which way I got to go. And I am very excited to be able to sell all that stuff. Yeah, these are going to be worth so much. Look at that, 247, 554. I'll have like 2.5 million, maybe a little bit more. And I'll have more. Most importantly, I'll have 7 slots back, which I could use those storage those storage slots to put useful resources in. So you got to balance farming for money like that with actually using those slots for something useful. All right. Okay, jump up. Hey there, bud. So let me give him some nanite clusters. Oh, I have no space. Yeah, so let me first sell off everything, which is on the other side. My bad. My bad. All right, so let's sell off my dinosaur bones. 555. So I'm going to sell the one that's worth the most first, just in case this changes. Like if it impacts the other ones, how much they go for. And the next one was 270, if I could find it. All right, so let's sell that one. And now we have 100, 608, and 70. So let's just 108, 106, 102, 72. All right. Oh, and then this one, 116. Missed that one. So there we go. 2.9 mil. That's good. That's like halfway to a low-end ship that I could get. There's obviously much faster ways to play this game and get money. I don't know those strategies. I'm just playing kind of like the fairly straightforward method to make money. What's up, bro? What are you doing on your little tablet there? And do I want to buy anything? Probably not. Again, now that you have 2.9 mil, you start looking at these costs and you're going, oh, that's not expensive. I could just buy oxygen if I need oxygen right now, or sodium. And sodium might be something I actually buy because I have not been farming it. And I don't know how much I have. So I have 120, I have 320 sodium. So let me buy some sodium just to not need to hunt for it. Oh, and I don't know if there's a way to, like, there's no way to quick. I think I could have looped around, but I'm just going to hold this down. I think on PC you might be able to type in these numbers, but... Alright, so we just bought all the sodium, which, honestly, that was worth it. Because you want to start making sure you have enough of these assets. So I have 500,000 sodium, oxygen. Let's get oxygen. Just raise this a bit. All right, we bought all the oxygen. Okay. So now I have some respectable stashes of oxygen and sodium and carbon. All three pretty key resources to have. And I can start doing ferrite dust as well. Again, I'm not going to be able to get a ship anytime too soon, so this is not a waste. And these are assets that are generally worth it, so... There we go. All right, so we got all that. So let's put this cube up here. It's not very useful. We have our metals up there. All right, so there's four of our key resources: ferrite dust, sodium, oxygen, carbon. We'll definitely need to be getting a lot of this dihydrogen. I only have 472, and that's where I have to farm those crystals all the time. So, let's take a look at the story. Well, we can just go back over to the merchant now that I have... How many free spots? I have a bunch of free spots, so let's just go back over, advance the story. All right. Give this guy nanite clusters to give me an upgrade module. I don't think he gave me an S-class. I think that's the hype. So these are upgrade modules for your multi-tool. Specifically at this one, you get it for your multi-tool. There's one for your ship down there. So yeah, there's different ones. All right. Left trigger. Install my upgrade, which I don't know if I really want to do. Yeah, freaking C bolt caster. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I can't even install anything here. I don't know what... Yeah, I'm not installing anything. Install your upgrade. Tech merchants. When ready, return to space. Okay, I can just return to space. I don't actually have to do that. And this is just a C class. Again, at some point I'd like to get a better gun, but this guy sells you ship upgrades, installable ship upgrades. I'm going to decline because I don't want to upgrade my existing ship. And then this guy, he deals with exocraft. And you're like, what the heck is an exocraft? Well, it's little buggies and vehicles. Not going to probably bother with them anytime soon. There's one of them right there. All right, so let's head back out to space like they said. I think they said space, right? Return to space and contact Apollo. Go. All right, now that we're outside. Unknown signal. You are not alone. I know you, traveler. I know where you've been. I know where you're going. There is no need to hurry. So, who is this? Let me ask who they are. What's going on? I don't know what just happened there. Static. You will find us when the time is right. All right. Let me not do that. I need to contact Apollo. Are you ready? Make sure you are. This job isn't going to be a small one. You might not be heading back to that base of yours for a while. All right, that's fine. Let the hunt begin. I've detected a Corvax installation. The interference in your transmissions is a giveaway. It might be disguised in the style of another species, but don't be fooled. The synthetics delight in espionage. Well, Apollo, I mean, you are robotic after all, you know. Huh? You're not robotic? You were not born. You're made of metal. Shh. Okay. So interesting. Interesting stuff abound. I took my revenge when the time came. That is all I need to know. Huh. So start from the hypothesis that the Sentinels use these portals to get around. How do they activate it? We need to observe. We need to summon them. And what better way than to attack a Korvax factory? They're both robotic life forms, too much in common, too much coincidence. Enter the factory and hack the terminal within. If we gain data about the Sentinels, good. If not, we'll have summoned enough of them to trace any energy spikes on that world of yours. The portals will be ours in no time. All right, well, I guess we're going to war with someone. Just like that. I didn't know I was signing up for war so soon. All right, so as that's going, let's just recharge my pulse engine. And next time I hit a asteroid belt, right here, we will do some farming. Okay, let's get farming. Slow down. Start to just spin and shoot. Because you can never have too much tritium. I'm almost going out of this. Slowing down so I can get a little bit more time to aim in one direction. Again, farming in this game, it's just part of how you play it. It's not super exciting, but it is fun. Once you get good at spinning around and handling, the motion sickness that can probably happen easily for at least some people like myself. This just becomes so much fun to do stuff like this, and also do space battles. The only reason I'm not engaging in space battles right now is because my ship is really weak, my guns are really weak, and I would actually be at risk of dying, I think. Maybe not, but there's just not much fun in it when it's so risky, so I'll wait till it's more fun. And any materials that I'm getting here, like the gold and silver, I can obviously sell those for money, which is one of their few values. I'm sure there's other recipes where they're potentially useful, but generally their value is their money, I think. All right, enough of dealing with these turds. Let's go to this, and we'll see how much tritium. So now we have almost 4,000 tritium, so that was great. And I can even convert these tritium clusters. Which now gives me 4,700. And we're heading straight down to the suspect Korvax facility. So approaching stuff from directly overhead's a little bit challenging, so you usually want to, whoa, what are you doing? Come at an angle. Hey, let go. And here we go with the control issues again. All right. Yeah. It starts getting wonky. Turn. Okay. All right, there we go. I'm amazed that it let me land from that far away, but you just aim for those green circles, click the A button, and it'll let you land. All right, so... Okay, no bad guys. Just need to go around the front of the building. And this. Oh, so I got to break in. That's right. That's right. All right. So what we actually want to do is shoot the door open. And how are we going to do that? Well, don't we just have ourselves a starship with a big old gun on it? Okay, so we need to go over here. So launch this way, slow down, turn around, come back, and target. There we go. Come on, land. Once again. So now we have these sentinels searching, and it says 6 seconds. It's just counting down. And if we land, or if they spot us, that resets. So we just want to let it disappear. Otherwise, the sentinels start attacking you and so forth. So, yeah. What you do is you shoot those doors open with a ship. You fly around while that counts down. You have to be close, I think, but not too close. And now we can get in and get the goodies. All right. So this, extract nanites. Thank you, 73 nanites. Some projectile ammunition. Can't go in there. I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, nothing. So let's just use this. Oh, so I have to repair this stuff. I need pure ferrites and chromatic metal. I need 8 chromatic metal and 50 pure ferrite. So, portable, whoops, what am I doing with the portable refiner? Build, portable refiner, green, there we go. Okay, pure ferrite. Okay. And then 8 chromatic metal. Okay, 8 chromatic metal. So how much copper do I have? Okay. Great. And now we'll tear this down and repair this. There we go. What is this saying? The terminal houses an upgrade module for my exosuit. However, I find few clues for Apollo. Seems the Korvax within left this world many days ago, apparently recalled on a priority transmission to their species flotilla. Something has them worried. Let's probe the factory logs. Hazmat Gauntlet. Upgrades the metallic shielding of the exosuit's gloves, and I need 50 chromatic metal. Of course I do. Okay, so those are the hazmat gloves. You need them to be able to handle certain materials. Okay, this was more than a factory. It was home to the Korvax, which live within its walls. It appeared that they were experimenting with autonomy from their collective. Let's examine the video feeds. We don't actually see the video. One of the internal sensors has recorded movement within the facility. It shows me footage of the vents at my feet. There is something in here with me. Shine a light on it. It'd be awesome if you could actually see this. I shine a light upon it. It is a small, hairy creature, shaking and afraid. It cries out. The animal appears to have lived here for quite some time. There is a nest in the corner, vestiges of food upon a small dish, even a few clumsy toys and trinkets. The animal seems to have been a companion to the Korvax. My scanner tells me that the creature is gravely ill. It will die no matter what intervention occurs. Do I feed it? Do I euthanize it? Or do I do nothing? I'm going to feed it. Poor little guy. I feed the creature. Nervously, it takes the carbon and begins to eat. A few minutes later, it violently coughs up much of its little meal, only to try to continue the process, shivering with every mouthful. I move on from the factory complex, leaving the animal to its fate. So, I don't know. Maybe if I euthanized it, I would have gotten a reward. I don't know. Kind of harsh if you have to euthanize a poor little guy like that. Okay, so this is a colorful area. You see those things over there? But we are going to head out. Back on our starship. And I don't know if did I scan this or save this? Yeah, I already discovered this. All right. Okay, so we've been going over for over 2 hours. Probably going to call it quits. They want me to build the hazmat gauntlet, but we will do that after we come back. So yeah, this is partway along the story here. We're learning more about these other races, and there's clearly stuff going on. Sometimes the story is a little easy to skip, but it's not a boring just go out and farm kind of game. There is a story behind it, and it's directing what you're doing to some degree. So, all right, so that's all I got, and we're gonna wrap it up here. So, if you did like it, go ahead and click like. I will be trying to show more of games like No Man's Sky, which are generally more chill. This one's just an easy one for me to hop into because I know the game very well and can just hop in at any point. Yeah, I'll aim to mix it up with some other games. I've been playing this baseball practice simulator, which is fun because it's a little change from what I normally play, but it's not the most engaging content to watch. It's just a chance to kind of chill. So with that, I will sign off. Come again, please.